This is a 60s Cortina GT K20 out of an Accord. The car literally just ripped itself apart. Look at that, like holy shit. So this is an Alpha Boxer engine in it. That's mad. So you got your car back, Josh.
I did, boy.
What's going on? So a totally random one. About a week ago I got a message off a guy called Tom on Instagram, and he's actually not too far away from me, and he had a blacktop 4A-GE 20 valve that he asked if I wanted to buy. He offered it me for an unbelievably good price and I couldn't resist, and we started chatting back and forth and he started showing me some of his projects. So I just got in the car this morning, heading out the road. It's pretty local, and he's got some cool stuff. 20 valve engines are getting pretty rare, and the fact that somebody thought of me to reach out, for anyone that's not aware, it's the engine that I have in my 8.6, so having a spare one is always a treat. Let's go check out Tom's collection. He's got some cool stuff. So we've got a nice blacktop there with an old gearbox attached. The owner, Tom, who just sold me the engine, he doesn't want to be on camera. He said I could have a little nose around, so he kind of gave me a tour of all of his stuff. He said that I could do a little walk around just to show you what he's building. This is a 60s Cortina GT, and he's put this is his current project he's building for the last 3 or 4 years. This was in a shed not too far away from here, and it was actually in really good condition. He said the only rust that he could see on the car was just along here, so it's just a bit of surface rust. Yeah, he's been building this thing from the ground up, and it's pretty insane. There's a K20 out of an Accord, custom manifold. It's obviously not going to be a purist build at all, but pretty epic. This is where he is every night of the week. What's cool is he actually said he learned tips from watching the videos with Jackie with the sealer, and done the same thing as like we done on the 8.6. It's a really clean shell. I love seeing stuff like this. There's a lot of builds like this going on in Ireland that I don't really get access to because I'm not really in this type of circle. He's kind of mixing the flavours of old vintage Irish stuff with kind of modern Japanese tech, so it's pretty cool. There's another Cortina out here. This was in the shed next to this car, and this is what happens to cars in Ireland, as you can see. Now what's mad is this was in a shed that had the door open on it for the last 40 or 50 years, and the other shed was closed, so the other car was in mint condition. But with this one, the shed was open, so there was weather getting in, and look, the car just, unfortunately, old cars in Ireland just rot from the inside out. It's absolutely ruined. I'm not even sure if this thing is salvageable. So when they went to pull this out of the shed it was in to bring it over here, the car literally just ripped itself apart, which is a shame to see for a beautiful old 60s Cortina. But it's going to just be a parts car, I guess. Maybe he'll do something with it down the line. But yeah, pretty cool. It's mad stuff. Look at that, like holy shit. The old Irish weather is just not kind to old cars. It's a miracle that the one in here was in such good condition. As he said, he's had to do really no metalwork to this whatsoever. It's fucking mint. How cool. This K-series kind of setup is amazing. It's cool seeing, because Tom grew up around Hondas, and then using kind of like engines and technology from our generation and then applying it to an old vintage 60s Cortina. I think it's going to be an animal when it's done. Look at that. It's very it's alien stuff for me. I really am out of my depth here, but I said I'd give you a little look around because it's just an interesting shed on the outskirts of Waterford. Cool. This is a Hillman Imp that's been used for hot rodding. It's a big massive kind of hot rod slicks on it. What's happening, doggo? It's a very excited dog. That blacktop 20 valve engine lived in here. So his plan was to use this car for hot rodding. There's a hot rod oval not too far from here, but unfortunately the oval is closed at the moment, so he wanted to free up some cash for the Cortina and offered me the engine. So I think the plan is to put a K series in here instead, because 20 valve engines are starting to get scarce in Ireland and their parts are uncommon, where the K series is really after taking off as like just a strong, cheap, reliable engine. So that's when he gave me the call and asked if I wanted the engine, and yeah, he pulled it out of this thing. But look how cool this yoke is. This would be a pretty sick road car. Look at these side dimpled arches. So for anyone that gets sad, this is just another yoke that was pulled out of a field. It was beyond savable, totally rusted, so he's put kind of a whole cage frame in here, and it's kind of cool. The car gets to live on, I guess, you know. It's not squashed, just lives on as a crazy dirt oval hot rod. I'd say this would be just the most insane thing to drive. That Corky seat, there's literally no padding whatsoever. It's just pure raw ignorance. I'd love to try hot rodding sometime, or dirt oval as you guys call it in America. Look how cool that thing is. Rear engine, rear wheel drive, madness. Fucking hell. Wild. Unreal. Fuck. Did you build this up as this then, or was it like already kind of a race car?
I put all this in.
So everything. You've done everything.
It was just a shell when I got it.
Right. Alright, I thought like you bought it as a half finished.
It was just a shell that they were building as a road car.
Man, I would love to see you get an Imp and do this wide arch shit to a road car. Like, no, I promise. Well, the cat was heading off. I wish I got that. So yeah, he's had this car for 7 years.
Around 7.
Yeah, 7. You don't see these anymore. What year is it? It's like a 90
93.
DC2 wheels. You really don't see these at all anymore. What's mad about these is Honda thought this was going to be like the greatest seller. I think they like didn't do as well as they were supposed to. And they put so much money into making these cars. Look at that fucking dash, it looks like a spaceship. So this is an Alpha Boxer engine in it. Will you pop that again? I'm terrified to touch this thing. So that's mad. So mad Alpha Boxer type engine. So you're saying the Imps, they come with a 4-cylinder but it's turned sideways or flat?
Turn sideways, yeah. That's flat fours.
Mad. Little carb on it then as well. This stuff is just completely alien to me, so I'm just like completely out of my depth with this. But this only finished a few years. Kind of a nice colour. Fucking lovely little car. I like the staggered wheels as well. Wow. Is it open? It is. They're so basic, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, there wasn't a whole lot going on back then. So I guess the idea then, the Hillman engines aren't that reliable, so people kind of take them out of it, yeah.
There's
And you're saying they have no crank seal either, is it?
There's no crank seal, so they're prone to blowing up.
Okay, so it's common enough to just put other engines into them then.
They put BMW motorbike engines.
Wow.
Honda motorbike engines.
Well, there's an E30 convertible here.
325.
325. Is that just a friend's car? Or?
Yeah, that's in for a full engine rebuild.
Ah, right, fuck.
It's original.
Full cream leather. Fuck. Look at that. That was luxury in the 90s. Or we'd say even the 80s. Here is the other one. So this is a Mark III Hillman Imp. And it's got a fiberglass bonnet on it. It's mad because it looks like there should be an engine in there because it's just so big, like. But then it's in the back. And there you said that's why then no crank seal, so they like to just leak when they're sitting around. And you said the wheels have been widened, which is mad. So they've just had a slight little rebarrel on them. Look how basic they are, man. Holy shit, even in underneath there is fucking, there's just nothing going on. Nice and simple. There can't be too many even left around it. They would have all rotted away like.
They're the first hatchback car ever made as well.
Really?
Yeah, see the window open. Look.
No fucking way. Oh man, didn't know that now.
That's where you put your whatever you want to happen or whatever.
as I just showed the Cortina at the back, like, most cars in Ireland from this generation, unless they were in a shed, are dead. Like,
Well, they're gone, they're in the ground.
and like Irish roads back in the day were like, it was like a third world country up until fucking the 80s. So
Grass in the middle
like
of
just
the road.
grass, and so like everything got wrecked.
That's an original Kilmeaden.
So super rare, even because maybe a lot of the newer vintage yokes that are around in Ireland came in from the UK and stuff. But like to see stuff survive from how brutal it was here back in the day is fucking.
The other car outside is a Tipperary number.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, I should have spotted. They're the old Irish license plates before. Well, yeah, before the numerical thing we have now. They're charming little yoke. I do like them. Just because I'm
Different, like.
weird, I'm just thinking of the hot rod joke inside. Like, I'd have to have one like that with white arches and mad shit. Like, I'd end up
You'd have to
fucking
go
wrecking it
nuts with it, like.
and put a K-series in it and fucking, yeah. Smell my dogs. Yeah, unreal. The wheels, man. I can't get over the little hubcap as well then. Like, it's like a little bit of tinfoil. Give it up for the Prius. I know Priuses are, you know, shit. People give out about them and stuff, but I fucking love this thing. I've had half a ton of cement and gravel in it in like the last week. Fucking thing is on the ground. Listen to that sound. Wait till you see this fucking thing outside. It's all mats on the ground. Look at that.
That thing's lowered.
Oh my god, man, that's actually ridiculous.
Worse on this side. At least you know what a Prius will look like when they lower it. Like.
Yeah, mental. And now we have a 20 valve in it and a Starlet gearbox. It's just a true underdog shitbox that loves the misery. Look at that. That's pretty epic. Getting this engine for cheap. It was so cool to meet Tom. He didn't want to be on camera, which is totally fine. A lot of people don't really want to be on camera, but he's got some cool stuff. We'll definitely have to go back and check it out when he's finished the Cortina. So you got your car back, Josh.
I did, boy. And look,
You got it
under the bonnet again.
already. So you got it back on the weekend.
Yeah. I'm delighted.
Where was it? It was in.
Up with Andrew Kenna and DRT Automotive.
And
Big shout out to the guys over in... Stop.
What did he do? He mapped it.
Yeah. Put a new ECU into it. And give it a tune. Now it's good
Is it?
and ready to go. Apart from this minor issue.
What's the minor issue?
It's just weeping a little bit of oil from somewhere. I need to get neat. Oh. Go for a rip?
Sick, yes. Kick your ECU.
Yeah, mind that.
It's important. You happy?
Yeah, this is great.
Did you get Cusco engine mounts as well, or what you get?
No, they're not Cusco, no.
Are they
I
something?
think I might change them for...
Are these the drift shop ones?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
They're fairly hard.
A little bit hard, yeah.
That's very rowdy.
I like that.
It's so angry, you're right.
Fucking hell. Jesus, man.
Man, it's very pissed off.
I really enjoy that.
Well done, Josh.
I really like that now. That's good.
Good job. That's fast. So what did you, that's open wastegate to the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That is very exciting and loud. I should have stood out and got a flyby of it.
Yeah, that's definitely weaving quite a bit, Josh. Yeah, very wet.
Oh yeah, look. It's gone all the
Half moon fucking thing. Unreal. Quick. That's good.
fast.
Yeah, it's good.
You're shaking.
Yeah.
There was no need to say that, but I was happy you said it. Oh, no. Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah. I love the way you didn't do it tonight. You just drove straight at it.
Ah, sure. I'm more afraid of it digging into your intercooler, you big spastic.
Josh doesn't care. Bye.